been quite a slow burn.
What's the matter with you, you crazy thing? You need to look around the bus before you pull out. Come on now, let your mind work. You just crazy, low down, and sorry. Yeah.
I once asked you what
Quote unquote. Yes. Excuse me, Bill.
I once asked you what was one of the funny things that ever happened to you with Bill, and you were told us a story about Bill stopping at an all-night diner and a couple of rednecks were sitting at the counter, and what happened then?
Yeah, he loved to go into the cafes and the truck stops and get a piece of pie and coffee in the middle of the night. And he went in one time, and the guys there were determined he'd go around and backing up a little bit. When he would finish eating and drinking, he'd go around and introduce himself. If they didn't introduce themselves to him, a lot of people, hello, Bill Monroe. If he wasn't recognized, he'd go around and make sure that everybody knew he was there. And one time he went around, and a joker said, "You're not Bill Monroe. You're just some old man going around truck stops telling people you're Bill Monroe. You ain't Bill Monroe. I've seen Bill Monroe on the Grand Ole Opry, and you ain't Bill Monroe." Right back out to the bus. Lickety-split comes Bill Monroe. The Bill Monroe. Wakes everybody up on the bus. We're asleep, all of us, dead asleep, middle of the night. "Get your music and come on." Meaning, get your instruments and come on and play. "Get your music and come on." That was the last thing I heard as he was heading out the door. We had to get dressed, and we went into the truck stop and did a full set. Right there in the coffee shop. And we proved that Bill Monroe was who he said he was.
I still don't think you're Bill Monroe.
We were on our way to the north somewhere. I'm sorry, I can't be for sure where it was. But it actually happened, believe it or not. But that's the honor, when you're with Bill Monroe and you're playing with the Bluegrass Boys, you are every night helping to prove who he is. You're helping him to prove. He's like a gunslinger, really. He had to be on his guard, on his tiptoes every time, everywhere he went. He had to be the best that he could be, and you were helping him. That's what it was all about. That's all it was all about.
Well, speaking of helping people, I mentioned the term boot camp before, and I think there's, about 150 Bluegrass Boys? You all have your belt that was given to you as a Bluegrass Boy. But, boot camp, you not only worked for Bill as a singer and a musician, but there was a whole bunch of other things that you had to do involving Bean Blossom and the farm, and what was that like?
Well, we were on call to assist in any way that we could. We belonged to Bill, and if somebody would leave, he wasn't very happy about it because he felt like you were part of him. He owned you in a certain way. He owned you, and he was responsible for your success too. And but if he needed help on the farm in any way, he would call early, first thing in the morning. "Are you awake?" After you answer the phone. And when he got done talking, he would hang right up. He wouldn't say goodbye or see you later or anything. As soon as he got done asking for your help, he'd hang up, and you were expected to head out to his farm in Goodlettsville.
And then you had to do work around Bean Blossom too.
Sure, park cars or mow the grass or sure. We were there for him.